Just in case I didn't say it, but the net of a cone, make sure you study that, okay? Be careful. Okay, so 8.2. In 8.2, we're going to have to talk about how do I know if the 3D figure, it's a polyhedron. Okay, well, what is a polyhedron? A polyhedron is a solid formed by 4 or more polygons that intersect only at their edges. Prisms and pyramids are polyhedrons. Cylinders and cones are not polyhedrons. Very important. So circle that, box it, whatever you want, highlight it. Now, the way that you can check if the 3D figure, it's a polyhedron, is with the formula for Euler's formula, yes, okay? So we can check that. For example, here, what are the number of vertices? How many vertices is in that 3D figure? 8. 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top, so it's 8. The number of edges? 4 in the bottom, 4 on the top, and then 4 around is 12. That's right. How many faces? You have 4 around, 5 on the top, and 6 with the bottom one. So it's 6. So now that you have your information, put it into Euler's formula. Euler's formula is vertices minus edges plus faces. And if that equals to 2, then it's a polyhedron. What is 8 plus 6? That is 14, right? Minus 12, 2. So is this equal to 2? Yes. So that's the way you check to see if it's a polyhedron. Okay? Now, the next item, it says, find the diagonal of a rectangular prism. And this is a formula. So the formula is just a method of putting, you know, the length square plus the width square plus the height square. So if I look at number 3, it says, find the length of the diagonal. I need to find the length of the diagonal. Okay, so diagonal is the square root of the length square plus the width square plus the height square. Let's just put that in the calculator. So put that in the calculator. That is right. So this is 221. All I need for you to do is to put the answer, which is 14.9. So it's centimeters, so the answer is 14.9 centimeters. So that's the length of the diagonal. Okay. Now for number 4, what if they want me to find the height of the rectangle? Okay, well the formula was diagonal equals the square root of length square plus w square plus height square. So since the diagonal is 9 and the length and the width are given, so it's 4 square plus 5 square. I need to find the h. So how do I leave the h by itself? What should we do? You square, that is right. Good job. Yes, Leo. So you square both sides to get rid of the square root. So that would be 81. And then that, let's put that in the calculator. 4 square plus 5 square, which is 41. Okay, so far that's what I have. What's the next step? That's right. What you do to one side, which is a 41, you do to the other. So you subtract 41. And that is 40. And then you get the square root of both sides, right? So approximately the square root of 40?
6.
That's it. So the height is 6.32. And unit of measure is inches, those inches, and that's it, okay? So any questions about finding the diagonal or finding the height? So far so good? Okay. So now let's move on to the second part. So if I want to find the distance using the distance formula that it was given at the top, it would be, let me label the points, x1, y1, z1. The second point is x2, y sub 2, z sub 2. And then just put it into the formula. So it's x sub 2, which is 7 minus 9, and then quantity square. Now y sub 2, 0 minus y sub 1, which is 1, quantity square. And then z sub 2, which is 7 minus 4, quantity square. And then just put that in the calculator, and that would be the answer. So let's put that in the calculator. So the distance is 3.74, and they're not giving any unit of measure, so we just leave it like that. So that's a distance, okay? Now for the midpoint, look at the midpoint. Do you notice that it's the same idea? x1 plus x2 divided by 2. y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So the z is just z1 plus z2 divided by 2, okay? So then for the midpoint, we basically do the same thing. So midpoint at the x's, which is 9 plus 7 divided by 2, comma, at the y's, 1 plus 0 divided by 2, at the z's, which is going to be 4 plus 7 divided by 2. So my midpoint would be what? What's the midpoint? The midpoint would be 9 plus 7 is 16 divided by 2. 8. Okay, so it's 8, comma. 1 plus 0 is 1 divided by 2. 1/2 or 0.5, right? And 4 plus 7 is 11 divided by 2, so it's 5.5. And that's going to be the midpoint from 2 points that are three-dimensional, x, y, and z planes, okay? Any questions on how to find the distance or the midpoint? No? Okay, so then look at the assignment on the back of that paper. If you do one of the problems from 5, 6, or 7, or one of the problems from the bottom, one of those, you do it, and I'll go ahead and stamp it just to make sure that you understood what to do with this lesson, okay? Yes, so it's either one from 5, 6, 7, or one from the bottom. Okay? And then as soon as you know the answers, tell me, and I'll stamp it, and you get the 10 extra points. So any questions, guys, on how to do this? So far, so good. Okay, so let me let you work on that just to make sure that you understood the lesson. So either you get the distance, the diagonal, the